Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Michael Riley here, host of the Uninformed States of America podcast. Log on to the usapodcast.com. That's where you can subscribe to it, or you can go to the App Store and download the app. But I am here on behalf of the Grassroots Dems HQ in Los Angeles right now, and you can log on to grassrootsdems.org, www.grassrootsdems.org, to check that out. But we are here talking about the big tamale. This week, we're talking about the Biden-Harris ticket coming up here in the presidential election. The election's happening on November 3rd, but it's already election season right now. We just got through all the conventions and everything like that. So we're going to be talking tonight to one of the fellows of the Grassroots Dems, my man, Prat. How you doing, Prat?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm doing pretty good. Hanging in there for 2020. Here's your round of applause from the audience. They're all over the place. But Prat, so election season. I mean, we're in the middle of it now. I mean, now's the big time. This is the big one. And I don't care what side of the fence you're on, right, left, everybody says this is the big one. This is the election of all elections. Like, this is the one. You know what I mean? Like, it's the country's
greatest election of our time.
Yeah, biggest one of our time. And that's what they were saying at all the conventions. That's what you heard at all the conventions this week. Did you get a chance to watch the Democratic convention yourself?
I was a delegate to the Democratic National Convention. I was the youngest Texas delegation. It was super cool and a very amazing experience.
That's what's up. So you're like really in the convention. So that's how you spent your convention time, was actually being a part of the convention, being a delegate. Okay.
Yeah, I was looking forward to an in-person one, but virtual does it.
Yeah, you know, I think it was kind of cool this year to do it virtual. I think it kind of showed the world that we can that we can definitely do that. Were there any parts of the convention that really got you fired up and that you think are getting other people fired up about this Biden-Harris ticket?
Yeah, I think the day he announced Kamala Harris being the VP, everyone went nuts. Facebook, everyone was tweeting about it. It was on Instagram. I think people just they understood the kind of the barriers that nominating Kamala Harris to become our vice president. What kind of barriers she was breaking. It was super awesome as a delegate. We are all reacting together. We had like a delegate group chat going, and we were all super shocked, but also really looking forward to what this ticket has to offer coming this November.
Yeah, absolutely. How significant do you think it was for Biden to pick Harris as his running mate?
As an Indian American, I think it's just amazing. I mean, for decades, Asian Americans have been underrepresented in politics. We find ourselves increasing in population. We're one of the fastest growing populations in the country, yet our experience in politics does not match up. So on a similar note, I think that by Biden making that barrier breaking push to have a Asian American woman of color become the vice president, it does wonders for encouraging other Asian Americans, other minorities to run for offices and bring up our representation and truly live out the American dream.
Absolutely, 100%. So let me ask you this. Some people still might feel a little bit on the fence about Biden. So I know you're going to be volunteering, or you're not volunteering, you're actually a fellow with the Grassroots Dems. So you're going to be recruiting volunteers and you're going to be talking to people. Are you going to be doing some phone banking and things like that too?
Yeah. So the Grassroots Democrats is also focused on a lot of the key districts that are able to flip to blue this November.
Right.
So like Gil Cisneros, House District 39, that's been a big one that I've been working on, recruiting volunteers to campaign for him, fundraising, etc. Additionally, there's a lot of stuff I do in my home state of Texas. For the first time in decades, Texas has become a battleground state. The Better or Work campaign showed it was within a few percentage points of beating Ted Cruz in 2018. And this year is our year. MJ Hager has a strong campaign going against John Cornyn. Texas has seen Joe Biden leading Donald Trump in polls. I've seen at least 3 or 4 polls where Joe Biden is leading Donald Trump. And
that's a crazy thing. I know it'd be something if Texas flipped blue. Although we'll see what happens. But let's say you do call to your home state of Texas, or somebody or one of your volunteers wants to call to the home state of Texas, your home state of Texas, and they talk to a person on the phone or whatever else the case may be, and they're a little on the fence about voting for Biden. What are you going to tell that volunteer? How are you going to tell that volunteer or tell that person on the phone how important this Biden-Harris victory is?
I say look to the past 6 months, right? More Americans have lost their jobs than ever. We can see that our schooling is so uncertain right now. There's our health, especially Medicare for all, has seen its importance rise in the past few days. And the only candidate that is addressing these concerns is Joe Biden, right? And in a pandemic economy, we can kind of look towards the future, right? We have the rise of automation, of Americans losing their jobs to overseas workers. The only person that can truly bring back these jobs, bring back what America was, and transition us into the economy of the future will be Joe Biden, not something past with Donald Trump.
Man, very well said, Prat. Very, very well said. And y'all just heard what Prat said, and so you know how important this thing is. And we need as many volunteers as we can possibly get. So please log on to grassrootsdems.org. Sign up to become a volunteer. Sign up to phone bank, to text message, to write postcards, to write letters. You can get trained by Prat. Prat will hook you up. He seems like he knows more about what's going on out there in the congressional races and all the down ticket races than most people I know. So he's a good teacher. So log on to grassrootsdems.org right now and sign up to volunteer. Prat, thank you so much for your time tonight, my man.
Thank you, Mike.
You got it.
Good night.